All right, this is Original Bacon, and I'm gonna do a kind of unboxing, geeky video game stuff that I've found in the last couple weeks. First off, I got this PSP at Goodwill. Super excited about that. It was $25. Fixed it up. It's great. I got this little Minish Cap Link with his little Gus jar. Super excited about that. Yep, there he goes. Today I found some really cool games. I got Lock's Quest. It looks Lock's Quest, and it looks like a tower defense game a little bit. You defend this tower, and then you defend it from all these people, all these enemies coming in, and then you have to rebuild the tower afterward. And each time you can build the tower even better. And I also found I'm a big Spyro fan. I love Spyro. And I found Spyro Season of Ice. Super excited about that. It's one of those weird games where it's three-dimensional, but you're playing it with a direction pad, and it's kind of at that 45-degree angle right before you're able to. It's kind of like Sonic 3D for anybody who has played that. I also found these other weird games. Samurai Spirit. It's a fighting game for the Game Boy. It's a Japanese import. I was super excited to find these at Goodwill. I think I spent like $14. I also found this other game. I'm not quite sure about it, but it's a little platformer where you throw peaches at people, and then they become bigger peaches, and then you throw that peach at another person, and then they become a bigger peach. And then the next peach just turns into money. I find it really fun, and it's really cute, and it looks just like the animation on the front of the game. So it's really quite cool. All right. Next thing, trying to speed through this because I got a lot. I got Final Fantasy X2. Really interesting pop star kind of fun meets Final Fantasy. Really fun. If you like Final Fantasy 10, it's the sequel where Yuna's trying to find Titus. And I also found Final Fantasy 12. So I was super excited to get that. I'm building my Final Fantasy collection. Got a bunch of those recently at on Amazon and also at Value Village. Recently at Value Village, speaking of Value Village, I got 5 Xbox games for $6. Couldn't beat that deal. I got this motorcycle game, MotoGP. I've gotten a lot of motorcycle games lately. I did review a GameCube motorcycle game I got recently also. It's a fun game, but I'm not really that good at racing. Another game I'm not too good at also, Ghost Recon. Very strategic, and it's a lot of fun if you know what you're doing, and it's a lot of fun with friends. I'm not very good at it on my own, though. This is a game that's really fun to play on your own, though. I got Counter-Strike. I'd never played Counter-Strike before, but I got really addicted to it, and I played it for about an hour. It's a really fun game. Hopefully I'll be reviewing that really soon. I'll be reviewing all my games, I'm really hoping soon. Max Payne 1 is another game I got. A lot of fun. I really liked it, and it's you move through it pretty quickly. I also got Sega GT 2002 racing game. I mainly got it because I had heard that Jet Set Radio Future was really good, but the disc ends up having a little bit of scratches to it, so I'm hoping to resurface it. Hopefully it'll work. But 5 games for $6 for Xbox is a really good deal. For the PSP, since I got a new console, I had to buy a bunch of games for it. And so for my wife, who likes a lot of puzzle games, I got Capcom Puzzles over at GameStop. They're getting rid of all their Wii games and they're getting rid of all their PSP games. So now is the time to jump on. Oh yeah, and DS games. So now is the time to jump on those if you are collecting games. I got, obviously, as a Final Fantasy fan, I got Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. Sounds like there's something in there. Oh, it's my old memory card. All right. Really cool game. I really like the gameplay. Obviously, the artwork is really amazing. This is a game I got over at Value Village. I got 2 games for $3. SOCOM. Apparently, this is a new game too because I've been seeing it on clearance over at Target. So I think it's a newer game. I also got Luminous over there. Apparently, it's one of the #1 puzzle games for the PSP. It looks pretty cool. It's kind of a weird puzzle game. I'll have to get into it a little bit more. I like the game a lot. I also got a couple games here, loose games. I had to jump on $7 for Monster Hunter 2. It's really good. And I also got this Hot Pixels, which is interesting. It's kind of like WarioWare, but like a third-party WarioWare. And Monster Hunters is kind of like Xenoblade, which it's kind of just a free roaming monster hunting game. It's made by Capcom, so it's kind of anime-esque, and it's like a free roaming RPG / it's like a third person Skyrim. I also got, for just because it was $1.90 or 79 cents, Untold Legend. It looks like it's all open. It's an awful lot like Gauntlet for PSP. And I also like Dark Alliance for the GameCube and the Xbox. So it's an awful lot like that. I really enjoyed those games. They don't have the highest graphics, but they have like a lot of running around, dungeon crawling, and killing bad guys. I got Ratchet and Clank Size Matters for $1.79. For a Ratchet and Clank game, $1.79 is an amazing price. Loco Roco is a game that I picked up the first time I was picking up games for this. You're these little creatures, and you can, like, when you collect together, you can make this bigger character, but they sing, as on the back here. They sing, and they squeeze through these little tunnels here, and it's just a little fun, and you tip the PSP from side to side to play it. So it's a really fun little game to go on the go. And this is a game that I thought looked really fun when I originally saw the PSP, so I had to pick it up. It was only $3. Death Junior. It's just a platformer. You're running around. All your friends are at the museum, and you unlock Pandora's box, and it unleashes a bunch of stuff, and you have to go and save the world. It's really, really fun though. And so PSP was a fun thing to pick up. Super excited about it. I spent very little on it. Unboxing of Transformers Age of Extinction. I was super happy to get this. I was going to get the regular copy, but then they had this copy of Transformers Age of Extinction on Blu-ray for the same price as the regular. And you open up Optimus Prime's hands and legs here, and then you have the DVDs are on the back with the Autobot symbol, and then you have Optimus Prime. It's like a little paper doll, my Optimus Prime paper doll. Alright, I'm gonna fold him back up, put him back in his little box. Pretty cool little collectible there. It's not like I'll be playing with him though, but I just started watching the movie. It's a really good movie. I enjoyed it. I mean, you can't really expect much from a Transformers movie. It's just a bunch of blowing up stuff and slow motion, but I thought the story was a lot better than the first 3 movies, and it's a lot darker, and it seems like the cinematography is a lot better this time around too. Um, I got a lot of Wii games recently. My buddy borrowed some games from me a long time ago, and he felt really bad about borrowing my games for so long. He borrowed them for about a year, and so he gave me a bunch of Wii games for free. He borrowed Metroid Other M from me, which is really cool. I like Metroid Other M. Really amazing graphics. I wish they had done better on the story. It's really cool. It's kind of side scroll. You can play it just with the Wiimote. And he also borrowed A Boy and His Blob, which is a NES game I just recently got too. Which you have a little blob and you're trying to save his land of Blobonia, and you go through this platformer adventure, and you feed him different jelly beans, and the different jelly beans give him different powers. Like he turns into a trampoline, or on the back he's a parachute. In there he's throwing a jelly bean for him to turn into something. But it's a really cool game. I really liked it, and I'm glad I got it back. And I also let him borrow Rayman Origins, which is a really fun platformer. You get to play as 4 different characters, and it's just a really fun little platformer. I'm really enjoying Rayman's Legends right now on the Wii U. That's a really fun game. I'm really happy to have Rayman's Origins back, though. And so he surprised me by giving me 5 more games. He gave me Conduit, which is it's kind of like you have your crossbow and you're aiming at the TV, and you're playing this game, and you have your D-pad, or you have your control stick, analog stick, and you're controlling where your character's running, but you aim at the screen. It's really, really cool. I got this a couple of days ago, and No More Heroes 2, Departure of the Struggle. Really fun game for the Wii. It's very retro, and blood flying everywhere, and it's just a really fun game to play. And luckily, he ended up giving me the first one, No More Heroes 1, which you're just trying to impress that girl by becoming the #1 assassin. And I'm not quite sure what No More Heroes 2 is about, because I want to play No More Heroes 1 first. He also gave me a copy of Donkey Kong Country Returns, which is an amazing game. Awesome platformer. And Mad World, which I was really interested in checking out because Metal Jesus, one of my favorite channels, was saying that this is a hidden gem, a really great hidden gem. Your guy right here has a chainsaw on one gauntlet, and you have boosters, so you're hitting people, and basically it's kind of like Death Race, where you have to beat up all the other prisoners, and you have to make it through a certain amount of rounds of being the last man standing in order to get your freedom. And your character's voice is played by the guy who plays Wolverine in all the cartoons of X-Men. So that was really cool. It looks like the game looks an awful lot like like Sin City. It's all black and white, and it's even at black and white in the gameplay there, and you're just fighting all the time, and blood's the only thing that's colored, and it's red in there. And all your final moves are chainsaws ripping people apart. And he also gave me Captain America for the PS3, which everybody, you should know by now that I am a huge Marvel fan, and so I was super excited to get this. It's a really cool game, and it has really good graphics, as you can see. It's really hard, but I really love this game. I have it on the Wii also. The Wii one is very cartoony, and the other one, this one is really amazing if you like it looking a little bit more realistic. On a more playful side, I got Finding Nemo for the GameCube, And this is a fun little side scroller. It reminds me of Kelowna. You're just swimming through the ocean, and you're on a rail basically, or is it like a platformer? You're just kind of going through, and you like go up to go through the bubbles, and you can go. It's kind of like Donkey Kong Country because you can go down below, and you are in the caverns, and you're finding things in the cavern, and you have to do like little things. The only problem I have with this game is there's a huge loading time. I don't know if that's because there's scuffs on the disc. Maybe I'll have to clean it off, see if that helps out. But it's a really fun game. If you guys want to see what it looks like on the back there, it's really fun. And I'll move it the glare isn't so bad. I'm really sorry about the glare. I also got another one of the shooter games where you're shooting dinosaurs. You're a dinosaur hunter. And there you go. All sorts of crazy dinosaurs. It's a fun game. That's what the crossbow looks like over here. I also got this because it was just super cheap. I got Fling Smash. And it was to show off the Wii Motion Plus of the Wii U, and you grab both. You press the A and the B button, and you smack the ball into things. You can see on the back in the pictures that you're just smashing the button. It's a Nintendo release, so 99 cents for a Nintendo game. I'm pretty sure this will probably go up in price eventually. And someone said that this was a hidden gem on the Wii, Spectrobe Origins. I'm actually gonna go and look and see if GameStop has these for the DS, because a lot Amazon's saying like $1 for each of them. So I'll see if I can get the whole set. This is the third one. This is a Disney game. A real big surprise. They haven't advertised it at all. It's kind of a standalone story. It looks really cool. It's an RPG where your pet, you have this summoning tool that makes your pet stronger. Their pet is this little weird looking creature off on the side there, the little pink and blue, and this guy on the cover can make his little creature super strong into creatures kind of like the one on the top there that the girl's riding. I'm gonna see if they have those at GameStop for a little bit cheaper. I got these games over on the Wii U with my friend AJ when he just moved up to Alaska, and I got Quest for Something That's Cool. I'm a big fan of Phineas and Ferb. All the music is like the pop music that they play in Phineas and Ferb, all the original songs that they've made up. Half the levels are Agent P foiling Doofenshmirtz, and like all the characters from the TV show do their own voiceovers. So Doofenshmirtz is always super funny. I love Doofenshmirtz and Phineas and Ferb, and you're just digging for things that are cool, and it's just a little fun adventure. And then I also got SpongeBob SquarePants, Plankton's Robotic Revenge. It's a 4-player platformer, and there's 5 characters to choose from. It's pretty fun. I got all the upgrades for SpongeBob because I played as him. There's only about 3 hours of gameplay. I haven't gone through with all the characters. It's really repetitive, so I probably won't. But I've beaten it with SpongeBob, and it was a really fun game to play. And those are all of the games that I've gotten this week. There are a couple other games. Let me grab a couple of them here. I got Hogan's Hero for the original Nintendo. It's another light zapper game for the Nintendo, even though I don't have a retro TV, so I can't play it yet. Street Fighter 2 Turbo at Goodwill. Super excited because I only have the original Street Fighter 2 for the Xbox, or not for the Xbox, for the Sega Genesis. And so I will be happy to see how many more characters I get. I also got Frogger for the original PlayStation, just like regular Frogger, but you have a little 3D more action there. And I got Odd World's Abe's Exodus. Really fun game. I really like the Oddworld series. I like the games more along the lines when they get into the Xbox, the three-dimensional. There's Munch's Odyssey, and there's a Strange World one where it's like a first-person shooter, and you shoot these hamsters, and the hamsters attack the bad guys. But we'll see. I'm really not that good at these types of games, so we'll see how this goes. I really like this game. Hopefully I'll be doing some reviews really soon. I'm figuring out how to hook my TV up to my laptop so I can show you off the games. Thank you very much for checking out my YouTube channel. Sorry this took so long, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.